So I'm going to try and show you how to use RIC2's ray optics simulation to demonstrate some applications of total internal reflection, mainly reflecting prisms, but also we'll have a go at an optical fiber. Right, so let's get started. So first of all, if I want a glass object, I need to pick glass. Okay, so I'm going to go to glass here and pick lens and other, and I'm in the old version of the app in case you're in the new version. So I'm going to pick lens and other, and literally if I just dab 1, 2, 3 and then back on top of the original one, 4, I can create a glass object. Now my job is to try and move those red dots to get this to behave like a reflecting prism. Now it's more or less got 90 degrees here, but you maybe just want to manipulate this until this is 90 degrees at the back end here, and you want the front end to be sort of vertical. So it's just a case of manipulating that, and you think you got it right, make a ray. Okay, so I'm going to go to single ray here, and I'm going to send it towards that horizontally as I can make it. So sometimes you might need to bring the front and back of the ray a bit further apart to get them to do what you want. And you can see it's a bit wonky. So what we do now is we tweak the actual shape of the block until it's doing what we want. Okay, so just really manipulate the shape of the block until it comes back out more or less parallel to the way it went in. Okay, so if you look at that first reflection, you can see I need to bring it down, and then I need to keep that top surface at the same angle while sort of extending the bottom surface until I get something like that. Okay, and it's not perfect, but it will do. And if I then straighten up this ray, you might find that we get these to come out perfectly parallel. So that's really what you have to do. Okay, and so if you've done that once, you can still use this same block. I just need a ray coming in here to do the 90 degree turn. So this is like a 180 degree turn. If I have a ray coming in from back here, so if I just grab this ray and move it out of the way, just so I don't have both rays here at the same time. If you grab between the two red dots, you can move the ray away. Okay, so what I want now is a ray aiming down this way. Okay, so again I pick single ray and I point down this way, and you can see now I can turn that ray through 90 degrees. And again, you might just want to manipulate the exact shape of the block. It's meant to have a big long front face and a right angle at the back edge. Okay, and so you can see now those two different behaviors happening on the same block, and that would do for that. Okay, so in order to give me a bit more space down below, I'm gonna change the position of this ray, and instead of having it come down from the top, I'm gonna have it come up from the bottom. Okay, like that, and that means I've got this bottom bit free because I'm gonna try and draw an optical fiber now. Okay, so let's see if we can do that. So again, I go to glass, lens and other. So I'm gonna go dab, slide, let go, slide, let go. Now I'm going to come down here and draw an end, so we'll just dab, slide, let go where the red bit is, slide where the purple bit is, and now I just want to close this. Okay, now you can manipulate both the ends like this to make them flat. You can also add a curve. Okay, so I'm going to curve up there. I'm going to curve down here until it sort of matches. Can you see it, the red bit there? Try and get the curve to match with the bit coming down. And then just bring this down to join it. And then I'll just flatten the ends so that they face the same way the fibre is. You see what I mean? And now, if I take a ray and send it into that, so I'm going to want a ray heading sort of upwards here. So go single ray, point it up. Okay, now when you change the angle of this, you'll get all sorts of weird things, you know, with the light all escaping. What you want is a nice one that makes its way all the way through to the far side. So if you manipulate it until you can see it coming out the far side, then you've done everything that you need to do for demonstrating both this type of reflection and this type of reflection. Okay, and that's pretty much it. The tricky bit here is the getting the curve. So you dab and let go, then you slide when you put your mouse down for the pink bit, then you let go at the red bit, then you dab and slide your mouse and until you get to here, and then you dab and do the whole thing in the reverse on the way back. Okay, so watch that wee bit of the video back if you didn't understand what I was doing there. But basically, if you just touch, you get a red dot. If you touch and slide, you get the purple or pink or whatever you want to call it. Then you touch again and let go. Then you touch and slide to get the pink. Then you touch and let go. Touch and let go. Touch and slide. Let go here. Touch and slide. Let go here. And do it the way I did. Don't try and put the curves in when you're drawing it. Draw it flat and then put the curves in by moving the pink bits. Okay? And then, as I say, when you're sending your ray in, try and get a ray that makes its way nice and cleanly to the other end. And doesn't have any weird rays leaking out. You can see there that if I go to funny angles, you can get, you know, all sorts of craziness depending on the angle that you're at. It might do weird things because if the angle is too close to the critical angle, then the light will escape. Now I'm lucky here, but I've tried to do this before, and it has done all sorts of weird and wonderful things when it tried to get out. So if this first reflection down here is too steep, the light will try to leak out. Okay, but if you see that happening, just go to a different angle where it makes its way nice and neatly all the way to the far end. Okay, and that's us. Thanks for watching.